Hi everyone, welcome to Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. I am Catherine. Here's a quick video on how you can bling up those Easter eggs this Easter using items from the Dollar Tree. Let's go ahead and go to work. Now here's what I needed to complete this project. Plenty of plastic eggs, some gems, and bling on a roll, and of course my hot glue gun. Get plenty of those hot glue sticks and you are well on your way. Now here is what inspired this video. I walked into Pier 1 and the first thing I see are these three beautiful eggs. There aren't any more in the store and they're $8. But guys, right next door to my Pier 1 is a Dollar Tree. I walked right over, got what I needed, and I went to work. Now I love the look of this dark blue on the yellow. It's just so pretty. Now there's no need to pre-apply the glue to the opening of the egg this time around. You're going to put it underneath the bling anyway. Now try to make a nice smooth cut of the bling on a roll. It really should just fit perfectly and you shouldn't have any odd shapes or any half cuts. Now to make the loops that go on the very tall slender part of the egg, you're going to need one piece of the bling and it needs to measure about 3 inches long. You want to take your egg and notice all I have to do is place one end near the center of the egg on the very top to form the loop. Now let me apologize for the spots of white paint all over my hands. I've been painting. Now that little hole there actually marks the center of the egg. I've glued down one end with just one dot of the hot glue and then the other. Now if you want to glue them both at the same time, that's perfectly up to you. So now we have our loop. The next thing we want to do is place in our gem. Just want to get an accurate measurement of where it's going to be. Once you're certain, put a little dot on the egg and place your gem. Then you want to place a dot of glue underneath the gem to secure or anchor your bling on a roll. And that's all of the hot glue that you need. Now in some of the eggs, I only applied 3 of these loops at the top and 3 on the bottom. But this one I'm going to do 4. I guess it looks more like a clover when you look directly down at it. So do you get the rhythm? You make the loop at the top of the egg and then you insert the gem. Then you secure the loop at the bottom of the egg. And that's it. Now these eggs are really slippery, so if you put a lot of hand cream on, you are going to drop them a lot. I learned that the hard way with project number 1. Now I believe in being thorough if I'm going to show you guys how to make things, because I love your comments when you say, I'm doing this weekend, or I'm definitely going to give this a try. I want to make it as simple as possible. Now let me show you why I am using this knife. It allows me to press that bling down against the gemstone and it stretches the bling just enough for it to lay flat against the egg. Next we add another gem to the center of the very top, directly over that hole that's in the center. And the ones on the bottom of the egg, well, they measure about 3 inches. And so on the bottom, I repeated the exact same steps. And once you get into your rhythm, you are going to go so fast and get so many eggs done in no time at all. Now I'm keeping expenses down. I'm using a clear polyester thread to hang these onto a tree branch. If you want to get the ornament hooks or rings to attach with hot glue, that's perfectly fine. I can just pop out the gem and take the thread out. Okay, I have to say it at least once. Stunning! So pretty! Now on to design number 2. Now for this one, around the band of the egg, I applied 2 different colors of the bling. And then I decided to do a little zigzag design around the center as well. I cut 2 strips to form my V. One strip had 4 stones, the other strip had 3 stones, and then I connected them together to form a V. Now I'm sorry I'm out of the range of the camera right now, but let me assure you, you'll see this done twice. Now the best way to center this is to go completely to the opposite side when you completed one. That way you have them balanced and everything is centered. And once again, I apologize for working outside of the frame. I didn't realize that the camera had slipped a little bit. And once again, here's your rhythm. Cutting 4 stones and securing it to the egg with just a dot of glue. And then you want to cut your 3 stones and secure it to the bottom of the other one. In most of my projects dealing with hot glue, I take lots of precautions. I plug my hot glue gun into a surge protector, and it's right here at my foot. So once the glue gets hot, I literally turn it off. And so most of the time I'm working with warm glue, not hot glue. Now in the same fashion, I am applying a different color of the bling. I'm just skipping 1 stone over from the earlier V formation that we made. So I am applying the stones in the same way. One row is longer by 1 stone than the other. There are 7 stones on one strand and 6 stones on the other to make the V. Just be sure to line it up with the other V that you made earlier at that same point. Don't worry about these little strands of hot glue all over your egg. You can literally just rub them with your finger and they're going to fall off. You can also use a mascara brush. I buy those in those little packets of 10 or 12 and brush them away. Now, since we are using plastic eggs, do not use a blow dryer to get rid of your hot glue strings on the eggs. Now be sure to use all of your little scraps. You're constantly cutting your bling, so you might as well take advantage. And that's how you can come up with some really creative designs. Now, should I call this one the R2-D2 egg? It looks so cute. Now, I love this one. Now, it's pretty easy how this one is made. You see the double band and just inserted the stones at intervals. And then, of course, just did a little swirl of the bling on a roll and inserted some stones on the very end of them. And one, of course, at the very top of the egg. This is just stunning. I love this one. It is gorgeous. Now, just because I applied a band of bling around the opening of the egg, you don't have to do that. You can just go vertical or any direction that you want. I just didn't like that seam around the egg showing. Now, this one and the next one are very similar, just a patchwork effect. You got 4 gems or either 9 gems, and then you connect them. Now, this is also a patchwork. It's just 16 gems in one cut, and then I added the stones on opposite sides, mixing up the colors. Now, in design number 5, I'm using the small eggs. They come 18 to a pack at the Dollar Tree. Now, add a little hot glue around the opening of the egg. That way they don't pop open while you're working on them. So all you simply have to do is to take one long piece of your bling on a roll and start near the top or the bottom of the egg with a dot of glue and just spiral it all the way around the egg, inserting a little bit of glue in drops as you go. Just kind of space those out. And keep in mind, you can connect multiple pieces together, even in multiple colors. Now, I'm considering hanging my eggs, so I am once again adding that thread first with a drop of glue and then placing a gem on top of the thread. And like I said earlier, these are the perfect space fillers. So if you don't make a lot of the big ones and you want to alternate every other one with the smaller ones, this is perfect. And they hold their own. Now, I get it. Easter is not about the egg, let me assure you, but I love Easter eggs and I love all of the beautiful colors and all of the decorations that go up around this very, very special Easter Sunday. So guys, I wanted to share this with you so you could get started early and plan it out and have some fun doing this, because for sure you're going to have family and friends over and you want to have a beautiful tablescape or a beautiful living room. And if you wanted to do something really decorative beyond floral arrangements, I wanted to give you another option. And yes, the white branch is why I had the white paint all over my hands. Haven't finalized my decision yet about using it, but just in case, it's ready. Now my husband prefers this arrangement, the simple arrangement on my coffee table. Added a little bit of pics from Christmas, and voila, the eggs stacked up beautifully in this arrangement. I love it. Tell you what, this is a tough choice for me. What do you think? Should I leave them on the coffee table or on the branch? I don't know. This looks pretty good. Now here's my way of removing those tiny little glue strings. It was a breeze. When I didn't rub them off, I just pulled them off with this little tiny mascara brush. And by the way, I purchased this Golden Branch bowl from Hobby Lobby for about $10 a couple of months ago. I just love this presentation. Now remember, video number 1 featured those large jelly bean eggs. I'll link that video in the iCard in the top right hand corner. If you are going to follow my journey to make it a little springy around my household, then remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications. Coming up next is another way to bring some spring into your home. Let's make some topiaries. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, stay in prayer and stay creative.